Hey, welcome back to DieCash Cars. So it is March of 2024, and this is around the time of year where we start thinking about our Redline Club membership renewals, right? And this year, mattelcreations is spicing it up by offering a Redline Club OVERDRIVE membership, which basically is an all-year annual membership that guarantees you every single RLC drop for the year. It goes live tomorrow, March 15th at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and it's going to be listed up for $99. Plus, you still have to pay the $9.99 for your annual membership. It's only available for U.S. residents. And basically what it is a subscription to all the RLC releases. So every time an RLC car gets released, and Hot Wheels Mattel is estimating about every 1 to 3 weeks they'll be dropping a new RLC car, you will automatically be able to purchase the car without actually going through the normal RLC buying process. And this is honestly the process that a lot of people have been asking for, requesting. It should actually make a lot of existing RLC members very, very happy, because this is Mattel's way of combating bots. I mean, we complain about it every single drop about how these cars sell out instantaneously within seconds or minutes of the drop, and it's a large part due to folks who are very tech savvy, who have bots who can automatically purchase and buy everything in one foul swoop. So if you think about it, this annual subscription is basically a bot that is legit and licensed through Mattel in order to get these cars for you. It also helps those folks who are always working during the day. Imagine that, right? But the folks that are working that can't actually access their computers or their phones while they're at work, they can utilize the annual subscription to pick up all the cars that they want, or they can actually even opt out of picking up certain cars if they wanted to, even though they purchased the $99 annual subscription. So it's actually pretty flexible and easy to use if you think about it. I mean, again, there's a lot of details on the RLC mattelcreations website, so definitely take a closer look if you want a couple more details, but I'm just giving you guys the high level big points as to what this OVERDRIVE membership all entails. And it's so interesting because all over social media, whether you're talking Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everybody is basically poo-pooing the idea of an annual subscription. It's basically kind of seen from a lot of collectors' eyes as just a straight up money grab from Mattel. I mean, we're already shelling out $30, $35 every single RLC drop. Now you're telling me I have to pay an extra $100 to be at the front of the line to pick up all these cars. But if you're asking me, DieCash Cars, what my personal opinion is on the OVERDRIVE annual subscription, I will honestly have to say that I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea, especially here in 2024, because there are some monster RLC releases that we know of, right? We know there's going to be another Nissan Skyline R34, this time with real midnight purple color shifting paint. We know there is an RX7 coming out with full detailed engine and opening hood, and a Toyota Supra full detailed engine with removable top. I mean, those three releases right there here in 2024 make me want to have every advantage when it comes to making sure that I am able to pick up all of these RLC releases at as close to retail price as possible. I mean, if you just think about those three RLC releases that are still to come here in 2024, the Nissan Skyline, the RX7, and the Supra, guaranteed those are going to be $80 RLC releases on the secondary market, and probably even reaching 3 figures. Just being perfectly honest, guys, unless Hot Wheels decides to make them pre-orders and you can order as many as you want. But I don't think that's the case, especially because this is the first time we're going to see the RX7 and the Supra, at least. But the R34, guys, is probably the most popular diecast on the market right now, so we know that one's going to get gobbled up. So what I'm getting at is if you factor in the idea that you miss one of those awesome RLC releases and you have to resort to the secondary market anyways, that $100 pays for itself instantly. I mean, just with one of those releases, I guarantee you'll eat up that $100 on the secondary market anyways. You might as well pay it up front. Get the OVERDRIVE annual subscription to guarantee these cars for you, and you'll make it back on just that one drop on any one of those 3 90s JDM Legend RLC drops. Now, where it doesn't make sense to pick up this OVERDRIVE $99 annual subscription is if you don't want every single car, but I guess Hot Wheels Mattel does give you a pretty easy out. You basically have 10 days prior to those drops. You can opt out of automatically purchasing that car. You can save your $30, which, by the way, guys, keep in mind, you pay the $99 for the annual subscription for the auto buys, but you still have to pay individually for each RLC release. And let's just say that you're a very casual RLC collector, and even though you have the $10 membership in the last couple of years, you really only buy maybe like 3 or 4 RLC cars out of the year. This probably isn't for you. I think you really want to make the most out of your $100 annual subscription. So you're going to have to just be true to yourself. If you're really not going to buy as many RLCs this year, and we honestly do have a good amount of leaks as to what the RLC releases are going to be this year, the OVERDRIVE annual subscription is probably not for you. And what I would say is that if Hot Wheels Mattel Creations is going to be doing this annual subscription every year from here on out, we're going to have to be very cautious and very vigilant as Hot Wheels collectors, because if there's not a good roster of RLC releases for a planned year, I think that annual subscription is probably not worth picking up. So just something to think preemptively for the future. Now, there are still 2 very big unknowns about the OVERDRIVE annual subscription. The first one being is how many are Mattel and Hot Wheels gonna be offering up for all of us collectors. Now, imagine a world where everybody had the annual subscription and now everybody automatically is able to buy every single release. I think the Hot Wheels factories would explode. They would not be able to meet demand. On top of that, now you got to think about the regular RLC members who don't have the annual subscription. I mean, how much of a disadvantage are they going to have when it comes to Hot Wheel releases? Now, Hot Wheels, they're always going to have a finite amount of cars. If there are that many annual subscriptions who are always going to get first dibs on production, that means that the regular memberships are essentially worthless. So is Hot Wheels and Mattel ready for that storm and the number of complaints that people are going to get? And I get it, it's only a $10 membership, but trust me, people complain about less. And I think the last unknown about the OVERDRIVE annual subscription that we all want to know is that, is the Super Treasure Hunt set and Master sets available the following year of an RLC season part of the deal? So if you look at the description of the OVERDRIVE annual membership, it doesn't really specify Master sets, Super sets. It just says every single RLC membership car. Well, technically, Super Treasure Hunt sets, Master sets are cars, right? And they are membership exclusive releases. So I would think it would include that. Although I've read on a lot of forums and a number of posts that it doesn't include these things. But again, it's not official. So I personally am holding my breath. Hopefully Mattel and Hot Wheels will announce that it is, because that would make the $100 annual subscription pennies, because we all know how much the Master sets and Super sets sell on the secondary market. So you could easily make back your money, make back your annual subscriptions. And at the end of the day, guys, if you wanted those and you missed out on the actual RLC drops, you'd have to pay $300, $400 over retail price on the secondary market anyways. So again, another situation where I would welcome the annual subscription for $100 a year. But there you have it. Those are my thoughts on the OVERDRIVE annual subscription to the Redline Club. I'm personally going to be gunning for 1 or 2 of those annual subscriptions just to try it out. And you better believe I'll have some more feedback once we get into that membership and the benefits of it. And we'll have a better game plan for 2025 when the situation will probably come up again. Let me know down in the comments below if you're going to be adding an annual membership to your account, what your thoughts are on the situation, and if there's a better option that Hot Wheels Mattel could actually take. Good luck on tomorrow's drop. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on DieCash Cars.